You can sow bountifully. The choice is yours. So you can speak powerful words. Nothing changes on the outside except something else is growing inside the heart. When it talks about, I went by the field of a slothful man, it was talking about not a physical field, but a spiritual field. And the slothful man is the walls were broken down, which means he had no guard around his heart. That's what that scripture means. And I looked into his field and saw all kinds of things growing. And so Jesus talked about thorns, all right, is sown among thorns and all that. So different things are growing. Which means the man has no condition, he's not been disciplined about the things. He has allowed the enemy to plant things into his heart. He said, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little fun, so shall die, which means it's what is growing in the heart of a person that actually determines what happens on the outside. So we want to change, all right, or plant more powerful seeds within with the declarations that we are making. And it's the only thing that changes the course of your life permanently. Okay? Permanently. Which means the course of this person's life is changed permanently. In fact, some of you are still reaping benefits of words you spoke 15 years ago, depending on the nature of those words. It's just like a person who has planted a farm there and has cocoa seeds growing. Or has those, there's a mango tree behind her. Is it a mango tree or an orange tree in the garden in my house? That's not my house, that's my parents' house there. And it's been there since we've been a child. When I went home to see my mother, she still said, do you want oranges? And she gave me oranges there. It was deliberately planted maybe in the 80s or 90s. And it's still growing. I'm still reaping the benefits of it. Okay? So that's the way it works here. Okay? And 8. So this is what we want to, this is the exercise we want to get into. Okay? And then it says you have been given exceeding great and precious promises through which you might partake of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in this world through lust. And that divine nature you partake of is the wisdom of God. That's what it really is. That's the nature. You know, people just say, I have nature. The nature of God is in there, but people really don't understand many times what they're saying. They're just saying what they read. But in the nature of God, it says, through those exceeding great and precious promises, you partake of the wisdom, which is the nature of God there. The wisdom of God. And that's that divine nature, his wisdom. All right, having escaped the corruption that is in this world through lust. So you're operating in God's wisdom. And that's what one of the things that happens. Your wisdom level begins to increase there. And then it also speaks. It's talking deliberately, or when it talks about the blade, the ear. I believe one set is relationships, another is wisdom. And then the last is the opportunity comes for the fulfillment of it. And then the person takes actions for the fulfillment of that particular thing. Okay? So that person who is speaking words, very powerful words, their wisdom level begins to grow. You begin to find out that also doors begin to open up for new relationships that are coming into the life of that person. And the wisdom capacity also begins to grow. They think differently. All right? They start getting into new relationships. And then from between those two, new opportunities begin to emerge. And they understand that these opportunities, okay, are time sensitive, and therefore you move with those opportunities.